Yo, what is up guys? It is me, it is the funny Jeff guy. This is how I've qualified to the 1 million Marvel Rivals Ignite playoffs. Enjoy.
Trust me, looking over towards that back line. The Cosmic Yard Amplifier sent in as well, but all it's done is clear the high ground away. And that was Naga up top. Oh, Winnie, you poor soul. Trust me, brawling on the top. The Vanguards are just bashing at each other. And when you lay down Mjolnir on a wizard's chest, you know he isn't making that strength saving throw. Bro's got a -3 modifier to that one. Leolas falls down to Jerky up top, using the surprising amount of damage that the Rocket Raccoon has available. Binary spins in circles. Look, spinning's a neat trick, but NAVI are unimpressed. They're grounded for a second, which can make Thor okay against flyers, but already Smashness has done so much towards the back, and once more declared, and FaZe are in control now. They managed to push NAVI off the point for long enough that even during all this brawl, they're starting to get their just rewards. Trust me, runs them down. Mjolnir and Lightning Power combined to absolutely split the backline in twain. There's no generational wealth, it's a poverty push, and well, Doctor Strange more than ready to meet it. A combination of Iron Agamotto and the God of Thunder. The Avengers have assembled onto the back line of FaZe, and they find themselves phased out of existence as NAVI start dominantly on Celestial Husk. Naga gets the protection of the Guardian Shield, as too does the Ascending Naga. Jerky from afar. Oh, Rajaro, double spinning kick. How did Bro even get up there? Going to be able to do a lot of damage to that Hulk, but remember, being grabbed out of the air is always going to be a danger. The Supernova pens them in. A pyro prison of new make has been constructed here on Central Park. And you know what? He attacked them and they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. And oh my god, the rage of Ultron. So we're hoping for here, the Aegis Shield will block off Rajaro's re-engagement. Still two players get mind-controlled. A chomp into the back, but it doesn't get converted into much. Still, while the strategists were focused on themselves and they were thinking about number one, they forgot about those who are up front and trying to stop the advance. Ratatoska will be stopped in place.
Human Torch and the Ultron are behind the back line. FaZe's attention's going to be split.
Okay, the Squids are going to have to try and deal with that one. Smashness in 1 versus 2, and the Squids get burned through real quick. So too does the man summoning them. The hot drop is good, and Jerky's even better, dropping down on top of the back line with the God of Thunder, and now it's time to spin up the flame tornadoes inside of the invisible boundary. There still isn't enough healing, and there is not enough present. Ratatoska just runs it on in. Top 1% NAVI take away Central Park.
Naga's going to have the end song Inferno for a full health reset. The Bionica comes through onto the Phoenix, but the pig doesn't come up off the back of it. And Jerky with the Psylocke has the ability to get on top of the low health targets.
Brand new play, a brand new reset, a brand new yell again from the Winter Soldier. The evasiveness is crazy, and the killing ore is gone. Level 1 Crook is built different when it comes to the rat. The raccoon feasts on the garbage here. He's more powerful in New York City. Trust me, with a quick disengage. And the storm has been weathered when it comes to Leolas, but a brand new storm of democratic values has been dragged forth here by Captain America. A brand new Seer, a brand new Dream, a brand new stun onto Naga. It was brought on down as Rajaro rolls forth, and 3 stuns are delivered. Oh, the Eye of Agamotto has been opened, and it sees a path to victory for NAVI.
Okay, level 1 Crook is just built different.
And while Smashness thought they could maybe follow up on this one, they're dragged inside of the healing pool. Naga made Khonshu will known. The hands drop from the sky and make sure the evildoers are slain. Force positioning of the group could be everything. What can you bring up in the way of Rajaro's ultimate? Multiple players grabbed on through, and guess what? You don't need to break the BRB if you could just break the raccoon instead, where Smashness once fell. Like more than that, Smashness with a quick disengagement, not wanting to get controlled by the incoming damage. The patty cake, not good enough. A baking cake of victory. Jerky watches from afar and takes down the end song Inferno.
They may have to swap to Strange to get back in time, as Rajaro with the psionic seduction to try and take out that front line, holds DRP's life in their hands. Eye of Agamotto from Jerky, and Chopped are running out of bodies. Beatles made their way back in, but with Freedom Charge down and no strategist outside of Crazy Kitty, the healing output isn't enough. Wolverine could be a good pickup here to buy some time, but with Crazy Kitty down, numbers are in favor of NAVI as they hold this through. Tuzi taken out, coming through the portal. Jerky is burning through the counter Strange to take out Vertigo, and it's gonna be NAVI holding on point 1.
The problem, however, is that Chopped are still fighting this. It's not really leading to any picks on their end. And in fact, Trust Me is finding those eliminations himself on the other side whilst that clock is ticking to 50% on progression.
So much effort into holding the line, but Rajaro is piling on too much pressure. The diamond form, Emma Frost can't buy a win, but they can just take one through skill. Beetle falls. Jerky trying to get onto the torch. They rush down to hold the overtime. Mash gonna look to try and portal. DRP is literally rushing in on Angela to try and touch to give time for the portal. The body blocks. They make it in time, but the portal cannot reach. Here comes the fate of both worlds, taken by the God of Mischief from level 1 Kuraki allowing Naga to chase down everyone else as they retreat, gets the double, and that's going to keep NAVI in defense at this point as numbers go their favor. Naga barely escapes, but it's Fate who's picking up the final hits. Turkey will fall, but Crazy Kitty isn't finding resets, and Naga, timed with the end of the invisible boundary, comes on in with the Galactic Legend. The world champions are able to hold on point 2. Psionic Seduction onto Beetle to buy extra time, but the fate of both worlds is keeping everyone topped up. Can they get enough damage output from this? Into the backline, trying to chase down Mash. God of Thunder takes Mash down as they dive onto those Vanguards with the healing output massively reduced. The Awakening Rune and Thor, the God of Thunder. Their prayers have been answered. Here comes it's Jeff looking for the attackers. What a Dark Force teleport. That was beautiful, Fate. Crazy Kitty gets sniped off the point.
Well, now I think Fate is still fighting this one down to full HP, and so Jerky is actually able to cut through.
Playing, Rajaro is holding the line, and Fate is icing it. What a freeze! Building up towards an ultimate, but with Vertigo down and Mash down, there's nothing left to sustain. Ryan, Chopped with inches to go, are shut down, and NAVI are gonna take the lead.
Naga now seeing if he can go for the slam. It's not going to be coordinated with Trust Me having his own Meteor M. That's not available yet, but it might set up the last stand. I think it's come out on both sides. Crazy Kitty holding onto his actually, but he gets absolutely devastated from Trust Me. He gets knocked to the ground, and that's 2 players down for Chopped in a 4v6 to fight for the point. The RP's having to get off of the Magneto. He doesn't get the ultimate because he has to go Strange.
Fate has done something they have done so many times before and said, I'll do it myself. Jerky takes out DRP. They lost the crowd control. Beetle stacked up towards the point. Straggling prison for extra time. The point is flipped in favor of NAVI with DRP falling down. No portal available. He's just going to make his way back in on foot, which is a slow walk, but it could give them the stuff they need if he arrives. But with Beetle falling, Crazy Kitty falling, and Jerky continuing to go wild on the point, taking down the duelists. Mash is able to be taken down, and it's all down to Tuzi trying to roll, trying to duck, trying to weave. DRP makes it back, but there's no way they're going to get that Ayabugamoto off.
Either this neutral is only going to suit NAVI.
They might have to sacrifice it here just to portal back to the point because their tournament life is on the line. We lose Beetle, and Tuzi takes the jump. They have to do it because it's all that's left. Naga is dropped low, but it's holding on to the point. Crazy Kitty is going to be taken out. They buy every extra second they can as the portal comes in, blocking Naga off a little bit with the extra damage. But the Psionic Seduction, they can't reach. It's over.